What is up, my YouTube fans? This is the new YouTube 2018 edition. Oh my god, this is the going out of monetization sale. I'm doing videos oh my god, I'm just kidding y'all. This is my going out of monetization sale. You guys are gonna get a crappy video every day for the next, what do I have, 29 days left? Yep, that's what it is. So you know, if you guys want to hear what I got to say, I'm just going to talk about all kinds of car stuff. You know, that's pretty much what I usually do. Those of you who have been following the channel, you pretty much know the content that I get into. It's pretty much whatever I do for fun. You know, I like to put it on video, maybe some informational stuff. You know, I try to put that out there as well. So I guess I can kind of go over some of the projects I'm working on right here. I've actually cleared out a lot of space. I know it's a mess. I know I got junk everywhere, but it's an organized chaos. So over here we got the S10 seats. I picked up a center console. Over here we've got a 66 big block, numbers matching car. It's got numbers matching block, transmission, and all that. It's got a Hurst shifter in it. This is getting rear exhaust as well, but it came in taken apart for paint, so it's getting ready to be started up, and then once it's running I'm gonna have to find a paint shop for it. Missing a couple of critical parts. I'm looking for a TI distributor, so if anybody has one or knows, you know, where we can get a good deal on one of those babies, you know, let me know. You know, they don't make them anymore. So that's the only thing holding me up on that right now. Over there we've got a 75 Corvette frame with a Ferrari Daytona, a Ferrari 365 body on that. So here's up close of the car. Pretty much it's a good looking body on the car. It's a nice kit. This guy, he's got a 383, so I've been piecing together the fuel system, the belt system, the radiator fan, all of that stuff. So right now as it sits I have to wire it up and then I'll be able to crank it over. It's got a new transmission, 4-speed swap. Did a little bit of custom fitting to mount a fuel cell in this baby because the previous setup it only had like a 4 or 5 gallon tank. It was made of aluminum and it was hang on one sec. And it was severely lacking. So I made this frame, tied it in, and bracket to mount his fuel cell underneath the car. Back here, you can kind of see some of the bracing. So that's the fuel cell. That's the new rear. It's pretty much got new control arms and everything. So ran my AN lines. Got to come up with a new tie for that. I'm not going to use a zip tie, but you know, they run down into the frame. So this is sealed off from the cab, so inside, I call it a cab sometimes, I don't know. But anyway, yeah, so that's pretty much it. It's got some nice looking wire wheels that actually bolt on, so, you know, cool little car. There's a picture of what the car is supposed to look like right there, so, you know, it's not that bad, you know, you compare it. I mean, the headlights aren't exactly right, but you know, it's not bad. Not bad. Body's straight on it. You know, I really like the side of the car. The profile looks very similar. You know, it doesn't have this quarter glass though, but it's all right. You know, if this was my project, what I would like to do is, you know, I love Chevy, but on this project, I would ditch the Chevy valve covers and I would go with more of like a finned valve cover. Then for the intake manifold, I go individual throttle bodies and, you know, paint it all red so it kind of looks Ferrari-ish. And then, let's see, for the exhaust, go with the 180 headers so it doesn't just straight up sound like a 350 small block. You know, transmission and everything else, that can remain. But, you know, I'd probably redo the interior and just make it all custom. You know, wouldn't try to make it look like a Ferrari at that point. But, yep, that's that guy. Up here is a 74 Corvette. This thing's getting all new rear suspension, new differential, new control arms. It's getting a cantilever style coilover kit that I'm going to install. It should turn out really nice. It's getting all new exhaust, got pipes exhaust on the way. You know, front end, we're going with tubular A-arms. New steering, tie rods, and all that. That's going to be done as well. It's going to have a new radiator. I'm going with vintage air, so that should clean up that as well. So the dash and interior are going to come out of it. The whole car is going to get a total rewire. So I've got all new harnesses. It's actually a 74 Vet, and now they had these weird safety features built into the harness, and that has to do with your seatbelt. They wouldn't let you start the car unless you were in the seat with the seatbelt buckled. If none of those conditions were met, it wouldn't allow you to start the car, and you'd have to go under the hood and press a temporary start button. So it's severely complicated for its day. Later years, 75 part year, they got rid of it, and 76s didn't have it at all. So we've got a harness for the late 75, and that's going to bolt right up into the fused junction block, which is over here. The pass-through block, you can kind of see it up there. So it'll all bolt in. We got a wire harness for the inside as well, so that's going to take care of that. Oh, and it's getting some Willwood aluminum brakes, so it's getting a brake upgrade as well. Oh, and the coolest part about it, I almost forgot. I've got a fuel injection carburetor kit for this car, and it is from the Holley Sniper EFI kit. So looking forward to trying that out. I've dealt with the Atomic EFI in the past. Seemed to work pretty well. That was on a C3 that I worked on, an orange one. You guys from Instagram may have seen the videos from that. Yeah, looking forward to that. And then we've got the C4. This is going to be the one I'm working on right now. I've got some cars outside. They're pretty much ready to roll. I might show you guys what those projects are someday, maybe tomorrow or so. But right now, this is the next thing to be worked on. And if you saw that, and you saw that, then you know this thing is, you know, it's going to get her done. Extreme caution due to rapid acceleration. Look at that. That's cool. So here's the interior. It's a beautiful car. It's not that many miles on it. Center console's all in one piece. It's, you know, door panels are actually on the doors. I mean, that's a first. You know, I haven't seen that in a while. I make a repair for them, by the way, too. So I've gotten pretty good at it. It's a patented bracing design. So yeah, that's the next thing I'll be working on. Stay tuned. Oh yeah, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Thank you very much. This is the Small YouTube Army. #. Thank y'all.